$2.8 million hit on 3 ministers, Padarath, Ameen and Sturge targeted, say cops. A collective bounty of $2.8 million to kill has been placed on the heads of 3 government ministers and a state official. The ministers are Defense Minister Ameen Sturge, Local Government Minister Khadija Ameen, and Public Utilities Minister Barry Padarath. The state official is Unemployment Relief Program Manager Feroz Khan. The orders to kill are connected to the ongoing Community-Based Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program, CPEP, and URP cleanup, according to senior police officials speaking to the Express on the condition of strict anonymity yesterday. This follows what sources say is credible intelligence reports compiled by law enforcement outlining the threats especially against Sturge and the others as reported in the media at the weekend. 3 main players are said to be at the heart of plotting this attack, among them a Trinidadian with Colombian ties wanted for a 2024 murder of 35-year-old Kevin Lucas, alias Shrek, and his girlfriend Shireen Salandi, 37, who were found in a Hyundai Elantra that was left idling along Boodoo Highway in Sandy Grande in mid-August 2024. He later fled the country and is hiding out in Colombia, according to sources. Sources say that this wanted man, closely associated with a well-known Toco/Sandy Grande contractor and another contractor from the Santa Cruz area, had pumped close to $20 million into the 2025 UNC election campaign with the promised payback of sweetheart contracts through the flagship state programs. Intelligence sources told the Express that the well-known contractor from the Toco/Sandy Grande was also a major financier of the resistance gang, and one of his relatives served as the gang's point man in that area. Sources say that the Santa Cruz contractor has also been affiliated with a senior TTDF officer for several years, and questions have often been raised about their perceived relationship and alleged illicit activities. This matter is not recent. This has been happening since May of this year, and it only started to escalate in the last few months with attempts to especially intimidate Minister Sturge. But everyone connected with these programs by extension are also being targeted, said a senior police officer. Since the escalation of threats, the security details of these ministers have been increased. Underworld sources in the loop about the planned attacks said that a Jamaican hitman was recently brought in to assist the other criminals in pursuing their targets. Another aspect of the URP/CPEP fallout is an apparent contract dispute between the syndicate and a prison gang boss. According to sources, in late July, several armed men associated with the latter went to the URP headquarters in Guaco, saying they had come to take over operations. Employees locked themselves inside the building until police came, after which the gunmen fled. Blood money. In mid-June, all CPEP contracts were terminated by the government, putting thousands of workers on the breadline. Prime Minister Kamla Persad Sturge, Padarath and other government officials defended the termination of the contract, which they said would be reformed and reviewed. Teething problems. Sturge, who spoke on July 29 at a public consultation on the proposed Stand Your Ground legislation and the budget at his Toco/Sandy Grande constituency office, said that failure to change the operations at both these state-run entities would mean that the government was complicit with crime. At that meeting, Sturge indicated that the operation of ghost gangs who had been paid millions of dollars over the years meant only a few had benefited from these programs. There are going to be changes, whether you like it or not, and these changes will cause teething problems and growing pains, but will save lives. Because in URP, like other endeavors in this jurisdiction, ghost money fuels crime, causes death, and deprives people of money they need. So URP in particular has to be fixed, Sturge said. In an interview on TV6's Morning Edition yesterday, Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander alluded to the threats, but did not go into any details. This decision, such as the cancellation of Independence Day parade and other, was not made in a vacuum, and it didn't take all of 4 or 5 seconds. The PM, after continuous deliberation for a long time, almost like giving a verdict in a matter of the High Court, taking into consideration the safety and security of our citizens, we as a government had a decision to make, he said.